Good morning, all of you. And today I am going to discuss about the waterfall model. Uh, it is the first approach and the basic model used in a software development. It is a simple model that is easy to use as well as understand. The execution happens in the sequence order, which means that the outcome of the first stage is equal to input of the another stage. And that's why it is also known as the linear sequential life cycle model. To avoid the to avoid the overlapping issues of the multiple phases, every stage should be completed before moving to the next stage. Each stage of the waterfall model involves the deliverable of the previous stage, like requirements are transferred to the design phase, design moved to the development, and so on. When we having the life critical is the hospital application and the mission critical is the military project, we will widely use the waterfall model. Coming to I'll seeing to the next slide, diagram of the waterfall model. There are seven steps, seven stages. The first one is the requirement collection, and the next one feasibility study, next design, coding, next testing, installation, and maintenance. Now, suppose you pour a water on the first stage, automatically the flow will continue to the seventh stage of the waterfall model. Coming to the requirement collection. The requirement collection is the first phase of the waterfall model, where a business analyst will assemble all the information or business needs of the client in the form of requirement document, and this document should be clear and easy to understand, and all requirements are correctly listed. By taking help of software requirement specification SRS and customer requirement specification CRS and business requirement specification BRS, the SRS document is generated, and this SRS document covers the whole thing that should be developed and designed. Features of the functional requirement, it should be written in a simple language so it can be easily understandable. The specification should be in a proper flow. The requirement should be countable. This is called the requirement collection. And next phase is the feasibility study. What is the feasibility study? The feasibility study is based on the needs of the project, where many people, human resources, business analyst, architecture, evaluate whether the project can be done or not. To develop a good project, we should follow the various characteristics which are based on the customer requirements. That is coming to legal. Can the company handle the project as cyber law and other monitoring agreements? And technical, check whether the available machine supports the software or not. Operation feasibility, the company should able to generate operation that is given by the clients. Economic, should the company able to complete the product within given budget or not. Schedule, the project should be done within the given schedule or not. Okay, the next phase is the design phase. Once we are done with the feasibility study, we will move to our next stage, which is designing. In this, we will create the architecture of the product with the help of some essential tools like a combination of different software and hardware, various programming languages, PHP, Java, etc., and databases of MySQL, Oracle. And then the designer gets ready with a plan for application that could be classified into two different parts: high level design and low level design. What is high level design? In this, the designer will concentrate only on the models such as decision tree, flow diagrams, decision tables, flow charts, data dictionary, and the architecture does it. Next one is the low level design. In this, the designer will concentrate on the components like user interface, and the developer manager does it. Next stage is the coding part. Once we are done with the design stage, we are ready to develop the application. For this, the developer will start writing the code based on their programming language knowledges. And it could be language such as Python, C, Java, C++, and so on. Whereas the backend developers will do the backend coding based on the needed operations, and the front-end developers will develop the attractive GUI, means graphical user interface. Coming to the test after coding part, the testing. After the compilation of coding, it will hand over to the concerned test engineer, and after that the test engineer will start the testing the functionality of the application based on the client's requirement. While test the application, they may encounter some defects or bugs not working as per the client's needed in the application, and they send those bugs to the developer with the proper justification, and the developer will verify that the given bug is valid or not. If it is correct, it will be fixed by the developer and changed with the new one. After, the tester will retest it and verify that the bug is fixed or not. Okay, this is coming to the testing stage. After that, the installation part. Once the application is tested, we will move to the next stage, that is nothing but an installation stage. In this, the process will remain until the software is stable or bug free and fulfilling all the customer requirements. Whether the application is stable, it will install into the client's environment for their use. After getting the software, the client will perform one round of testing to their satisfaction. If they face any error, they will inform the development team to resolve those issues for the particular application. When all the issue gets resolved, the application will be deployed for the end user. This is all should be done in the installation stage. Okay, that means the application should be in a bug free, that means without any errors, with only zero errors, that means no errors should be there, no errors should be in the application. In this case only, the application should be installed in the server side. Okay, coming to the maintenance part, after completing the 6 stages successfully, we will move to the last stage, that is the maintenance of the waterfall model. In this, the process will remain until the software comes to an end, where the end user starts using the application, and they may have some issues that needed to be tested and fixed. Taking care of the product time to time is called the maintenance, which includes the variations that happen in the hardware and software to maintain the operational effectiveness and also increase the performance. That means the whole maintenance, after completing the application of the whole stages, the maintenance part is checking the each page and each functionality of the page. Suppose you are taking the login page, while clicking the login button, whether the functionality is working or not, the UX, the graphical user interface is working or not. We are checking the each and every component, even the text box, radio button, check boxes, each and every the page, while clicking the button, if the page is navigating to the other page or not, each and every functionality, while you entering the data is stored in the database or not. Any type of errors, design errors or database errors or any functionality errors, that is to be resolved by the developer while you informing the particular bug is there in the application, that is to be rectified with the developer team. After verifying the developer team, the bug is to be fixed, and it is verified and the application is with no error, and the installation part is to be done. This is the whole process of the waterfall model. It is very helpful to the waterfall model nowadays as per the hospital applications and military projects. Suppose the life is critical, it belongs to the hospital applications. If they suppose you are having any mission critical, it belongs to the military projects. Some sample examples are given in the waterfall model. Thank you. If you are having any doubts regarding waterfall model, you can contact me, and please subscribe my channel, Jai Sri Ram Education channel, and thank you one and all.